उपविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चाप्युता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहं सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. What is sixth verse? Sixth verse. गिरौ मन्निवासे नराजेधिरूढाः तदा पर्वते राजते ते धिरूढाः इतीव ब्रुवन् गन्धशैलाधिरूढः सदेवो मुदे मे सदाशन्मुखोऽस्तु. महाम्भोधितीरे महापापचोरे मुनीन्द्रानुकूले सुगन्धाख्यशैले गुहायां वसन्तं स्वभासालसन्तं जनार्तिं हरन्तं शयामो गुहन्तम् लसत्स्वर्णगेहे नृणां कामदोहे सुमस्तोमसञ्छन्नमाणिक्यमञ्चे समुद्यत्सहस्रार्कतुल्यप्रकाशं सदा भावये कार्तिकेयं सुरेशम्. रणध्वंसके मञ्जुळेत्यन्तशोणे मनोहारिलावण्यपीयूषपूर्णे मनःषट्पदो मे भवक्लेशतप्तः सदा मोदतां स्कन्दते पादपद्मे. सुवर्णाभदिव्याम्बरैर्भासमानां क्वणत्किङ्किणीमेखला शोभमानां लसद्धेमपट्टेन विद्योतमानां कटिं भावये स्कन्दते दीप्यमानां. पुलिन्देशकन्याघनाभोगतुङ्गस्तनालिङ्गनासक्तकाश्मीररागम् नमस्याम्यहं तारकारे तवोरः स्वभक्तावने सर्वदा सानुरागम्. So after this we did Katim bhavaye skandate deepyamanam. So that is what Kati means, this hip portion. So that was described. Then after describing that, he describes the Hridaya. So Pulindesha Kanya Ghanabhoga Tunga Stanalinganasakta Kashmira Ragam Namasyamyaham Tarakare Tavoraha Tava Uraha Aham Namasyami. So in the last class, I was just trying to explain the long phrase that he has used. See? So spanning over two padas, 24 aksharas. Pulindesha Kanya. What is Pulindesha? You split as Desha? No? Isha. How? Pulindanam Ishaha Pulindeshaha. So this Pulinda, it is even something which is well known among the historians. Okay. Sometimes they equate this with hills, but anyway it is some kind of a tribe, hilly tribe. See, Pulindanam Ishaha. So normally, recently I had occasion to look into some of the names of the tribes of the people which were there in ancient India. So this is described even in Varahamihira's Brihat Samhita, its commentary. So these tribes are supposed to be living in the Vindhya ranges, okay, wide range. That is one group called Pulinda. So Pulindanam Ishaha Pulindeshaha. Pulindesha Kanya. Pulindeshasya Kanya. Pulindesha Kanya. Pulindesha Kanya Ghana Bhogatungastana Sakta. So the three phrases that are following after Pulindesha Kanya, Ghana, Abhoga, Tunga. So they refer to different aspects of stana. Ghana, Bhoga, Tunga. This have you heard? Meghaha Stanayati. Have you heard? Stanayitnu is one of the name. What the Stanayitnu? Stanayit Kortha. So the Stanayitnu is a word for even for Megha. Okay, Stanayitnu is a word even appears in Veda. So the Stanayitnu is the one who makes noise. Okay, that is how it is called Stanayitnu. Megha is called Stanayitnu. So the Stana is a Shabda which is available in two forms. See, Stanati, Stanayati. Stanati, Stanataha, Bhadigana. Okay, Stanayati, Churadigana. So Stana, Stana Shabde, that is the Dhatu. Stana Shabde. So Stanati means he makes noise, but also you can use Saha Stanati. Not so commonly used. Okay, Stanati. Now this word, so even for referring, so this dictionary is trying to give the derivation of the nouns. So when you look at this, Stana, so they say Stanyate Kamukaihi iti Stanaha. See, Kamukaihi Stanyate means so lustful people keep talking of it. Therefore, Stanyate Kamukaihi iti Stanaha. This is one of the derivations of the word Stana. Okay. So the other is Stanayati, can also be used. Stanayati means that which speaks of, so something like that. Okay. So Stanayati, Shariragatam Shaushthavam Stanayati iti Stanaha. We can derive that way. Anyway, here he is describing Ghana, Abhoga, Tunga. Tunga. Tunga means, in fact, this is a nice verse. Tunga Taranga Bhanga Chapalaha. So this Tunga Taranga Bhanga Chapalaha. So this is Tunga. Tunga means something which is highly peaked. Okay. So Tunga is one of the descriptions. The other description is Ghana. Ghana is another description. Ghana means something which is dense. Abhoga is something which can be enjoyed. So that is how it is lofty and cold. So Stana Pulindesha Kanya Ghana Bhoga Tunga Stana Lingana Sakta. So Stane Stanasya Alinganam Stanalinganam Stanayoho Aling Stanalingana Sakta. Asakta here means, so normally the word asakti means asamantat sakti. Sakti means attachment. So here it should not be considered as an attachment. So asakta means something because of attachment. So you get tied as if, okay. So stuck as if, stuck. So that is what he is saying. Kashmira ragam asaktam. Asaktam means asamantat saktam. Okay. So the color that has been put, so has got transferred. Asakta Kashmira ragam. Raga. So how do you understand the word raga? Rajyate. So raga rajyate iti raga. Kashmira raga means that color of Kashmir. That may be saffron color. Maybe in the Vindhya ranges they grow. Stanalingana Sakta Kashmira Ragam. So his Vakshasthala Uraha is described as something which has got the Kashmira Raga because of the process of engaging with Pulindesha Kanya. So that is what is the description. Pulindesha Kanya Ghana Bhoga Tungastana Lingana Sakta Kashmira Ragam Namasyamyaham Tarakare Tavoraha Swabhaktavani Sarvada Sanuragam. So here the same word raga has come. So there it is Kashmir Raga, here it is Anuraga. Okay. So Anuraga, what does it mean? It has nothing to do with color. Okay. So Anuraga means Anukampa, compassion. In fact, it is also, Raga is also used to, Raga, Anuraga is basically Preeti. We have this word, no? Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaha Sthitadhir Niruchyate. See, there Raga means color. Here Raga means Preeti. So Kashmir Raga, when you say, there Raga means color. Raga can also, Swara Raga is there. So it has various meanings. So here Kashmir Ragam means the color of Kashmira. Here when you say Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaihi, Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaha, Bhagavad Gita has it. Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaha Sthitadhir Muniruchyate. So Vigato Ragaha means not color. Vigata Preetihi. Ragaha means also Preetihi. Vitaraga Bhayakrodhaha Raga Bhaya Krodhaha Yaha Sthitadhihi. So here you see that Raga Anurajyate. Okay. So Anuraga also essentially means deep preeti, deep attachment. So deep attachment, which has this deep attachment? This Vakshasthala of Subrahmanya. Namasyamyaham tarakare tavoraha. Tava uraha kidrishaha sanuraga. See, that is why he is saying tarakare tavorasvabhaktavani sarvada sanuragam. Sarvada sanuragam uraha. So that which is having a sense of deep affection to help the devotees. Swabhaktanam avanam. Avanam means rakshan. Sarvada sanuragam. So that is how that verse goes. Okay. Read that. Pulindesha kanya ghana bhogatungastana lingana sakta kashmira ragam. Namasyamyaham tarakare tavorasvabhaktavani sarvada sanuragam. Vidhau kliptadandan swaliladhritandan. Vidhau kliptadandan swaliladhritandan. Vidhau kliptadandan swaliladhritandan. Niraste bhashundan. Niraste bhashundan. Niraste bhashundan. Dvishatkaladandan. 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 Hatendrarishandan. 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 Jagatranashaundan. 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 Sadate prachandan. Sadate prachandan. Sadate prachandan. Shraye bahudandan. Shraye bahudandan. Shraye is the Kriyapadam here. Aham shraye. Sometimes, or rather, most of the times we use the word ashraye. Okay. So this shraye means I take resort. So I take resort. So Bahudandanu Shraye is what he says. Bahudandanu Shraye. Danda here we see looks like danda, like a staff, like a stick. So Bahu is just like danda. Therefore he says Bahudandanu. But this Subrahmanya, so we have to ascribe 12 bhujas, right? Therefore, Bahudandanu. Okay. So Shanmukha, so Dvadasha bhuja. Okay. So how are they? So these are all descriptions of this Bahudanda. Understand? So all the other phrases, there is a lot of alliteration here. Vidhau kluptadandan, Bahudandan. So all of them go as a description to the Bahudanda. Vidhau kluptadandan, Swalila dhritandan, Niraste bhashundan, Dvishat kaladandan, Hatendrari shandan, Jagatrana shaundan. There are 6 descriptions we find. Vidhau kliptadandan. So klipto dandaha, kliptadandaha. So vidhau kliptadandaha. So here this vidhi can refer to Brahma. There is an episode where the Subrahmanya is supposed to have removed the head of Brahma. So there is some story you have heard. There is some katha like that I have heard. So it is some description we find. So he is supposed to have plucked off the head of Brahma. Something like that is there. So Vidhau Kliptadandan means one who executed punishment even for Brahma. Okay? So that is one thing. The other thing is Vidhau means so those who have taken refuge in you. Okay, for them, this vidhi means the providence. Okay, so that he can shatter away. Okay, so he can give punishment to that itself, something like that. Vidhau kliptadandan. Then Swalila dhritandan. Swalilaya dhrita andan. Leela means playfully. So dhritandan, anda here refers to the universe. So the multiple universe. So that we have Leelaya dhrita, means playfully he is able to handle. Now we have this once you conceive Subrahmanya as the Brahman, okay, by which then we have even this, no? In the Brihadaranyaka also. In Brihadaranyaka also we have this Etasya va aksharasya prashasane gargi Surya chandramaso vichratau tishtataha Etasya va aksharasya prashasane vidhritau tishtataha. Dhrita means something which is supported by. So Swalila dhritandan means so playfully he is able to make the universe function as they are functioning. So that is how it is to be understood. Swalila dhritandan. Then Niraste bhashundan. Ibha means elephant. Okay. Ibha means elephant. Ibhavaktra is a phrase used for Ganeshwara. Okay. Ibha. So Nirasta Ibhashundan. Ibhashunda means Asura in the form of Gaja. So he was playing havoc with the trunk. Okay. That Shunda refers to the trunk of the elephant. So Ibhasya Shundaha Ibhashundaha. The trunk of the elephant. Nirastaha. Okay. So being severed, chopped off. Niraste bhashundan. This is a description of, there is one Gajamukasura, though they say. Tarakasura, Gajamukhasura,
Gajasura.
So the trunk was severed by Subrahmanya. Niraste bhashundan dvishat kaladandan. Dvishatam kaladandaha dvishat kaladandaha. Dvishatam kaladandaha. This dvishatam means not necessarily so those who have enmity with Subrahmanya. So those who are dvishantaha, those who are troublemakers. So those who are troublemakers, so those people will be finished by Subrahmanya. So kaladandaha. Kaladandan means, so this dvishatam kaladandaha. So in fact there is a Brahmanda Chhatradandaha Shatadhati Bhuvanam Bhuruho Kaladandaha Kshonino Kupadandaha. You heard this one? I think Dandi uses this, I think. So Mangala Shloka, Danda 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 will come. See. So here Dvishat Kaladandan. So he is Kaladandan means, so he gives the capital punishment for Dvishatam. Dvishat Kaladandan. Then Hatendrari Shandan. Indrarihi. Here is a phrase used to refer to the demonic class in general. Okay. Indrasya Arihi, Indrarihi. Okay. So Indrari essentially means Asuraha. So Hatendrari Shandan Jagatrana Shaundan. See, the Shanda here should be understood as Samuha. Indrasya Arishandaha Indrarishandaha. So the group of Asuras. Indrasya Arihi Indrarihi Tesham Shandaha Indrarishandaha. So Hatendrari Shandan. See, Hataha Indrari Shandaha Enasa. Okay. Haten, so all goes as a description to the Bahudanda. Hatendrari Shandan. Then Jagatrana Shaundan. See, Shaunda means something which is highly skillful. Okay. Jagataha Tranam Jagatranam. Jagatrana Shaundan. Okay. So Jagatrane, Jagataha Trane Shaundaha. Yete Bahudandaha. Shaundaha means something which is highly skillful. Okay. So exceptional in its quality, skills. Jagatrana Shaundan. Okay. So these are all descriptions of the Bahudanda. Jagatrana Shaundan. Finally he says Prachandan. Okay, there is another qualifier. Sada Te Prachandan. Te Bahudandan. Te means Tava. Tava Bahudandan. Kidrishan Bahudandan. So 6 descriptions are over. Lastly he says Prachandan. Prachanda means something which is really terrifying. Extraordinary in its prowess, power. Okay. Sadate Prachandan Shraye, fearful. Okay. Sadate Prachandan Shraye Bahudandan. Aham Sada Shraye. Okay. I always take resort, refuge in that Bahudanda. Okay. Read. Vidho kluptadandan svaliladhatandan niraste bhashundan dvishatkaladandan hatendrari shandan jagatrana shaundan sadate prachandan shraye bahudandan. Sada Sharadaha Sada Sharadaha Sada Sharadaha Sada Sharadaha Shanmriganka Yedisyuhu Ganka yadi syuhu षण्मृगाङ्का यदि स्युः समुद्यन्त एव स्थिताश्चेत् समन्तात् सदा पूर्णबिम्बाः कलङ्कैश्च हीनाः तदात्मन्मुखानां ब्रुवे स्कन्दसाम्यम् So the Kriya Pada is bruve. Okay? Bruve. Bruve means I state. I can give a simile to the faces of you. So only with this. So he is just describing something. If this were to happen, then one can think of simile for your 6 faces. Okay. So that is how it is. Tada means then. So here Sada Sharada. Sharadaha. What does Sharada mean? Sharat. Autumn. Oh, okay. Sharada. So here Sharadamboja. So there are beautiful verses with word Sharada. Okay. So Sada Sharadaha. Here Sharadaha refers to Sharatkale Bhavaha. Sharat is one of the seasons called autumn. Autumn is a season where Megha will not be there. Okay. Skies are clear. Sada Sharadaha षण्मृगाङ्काः. So this Sharadaha is an adjective to Mrigankaha. So Mrigankaha means moon. See, Śaṅkara is also moon. So Mrigankaha, Mrigaha Ankaha Yasya Saha. Mrigankaha. Ankaha means Chinnham. Okay, one who is marked by Mriga. This Mriga can be taken as Shasha. Okay. So Mrigankaha. Some people have the name Mrigank. Shashank Mari. Mrigank also I have. Sada Sharada षण्मृगाङ्काः. षण्मृगाङ्काः. He says 6 moons have to be there. 6 moons. And then they are further qualified by other phrases here. षण्मृगाङ्का यदि स्युः. Okay, we have only 1 moon. Okay, and Sharatkala Chandra should be there. 6 moons should be there. Okay, षण्मृगाङ्का यदि स्युः. And then all the moons should rise simultaneously. Okay. Samudyanta eva sthitaschet samantat. Samantat means something paritaha. Okay. Paritaha means, so samantat has generally the meaning everywhere. Okay, sarvatra is the word samantat. So here we should take it as something in front of. Samantat, I am able to perceive. षण्मृगाङ्का यदि स्युः समुद्यन्त एव स्थिताश्चेत् samantat. Samantat means around me, madrishti gocharatvena. Okay. Sthitaschet samantat. Sada purna bimbaha. Moon will be purna bimba only in full moon day. But these moons which I am conceiving of, should be Sada Purna Bimbaha. But not only that, Kalankaisya Hinaha. This moon has some spots. Okay. That spot is what looks like a mriga. But the moon which I am conceiving of in my mind, okay, in order to give a simile to your face, okay, Kalankaisya Hinaha. See, that should be free of spots. Kalankaisya Hinaha. Tada. Okay, only then. Tada Tvan Mukhanam Bruveskanda Samyam. Then I can produce a. So it is like Śaṅkara-bhagavatpāda saying, no? So there is hardly any simile for Guru. Right? So Guru, so Tribhuvana Jathare, I searched. I could not get a simile. Drishtanto Naiva Drishtaha Tribhuvana Jathare Sadguro Jnanadatu. I cannot even think of Sparshamani, he says. Because Sparsha can transform a piece of metal into gold. But that piece of gold cannot transform other into gold. The Guru can do. So similarly, he is just conceiving. This can be conceived as Sambhavana Alankara or Preksha. Sada Sharadaha Shanmrigankaha. 6 moons should be there. Each of the moon should be flawless, okay, spotless. All the time they have to be full moon. Then I can. So essentially this means, so each of the face is so attractive. So that is how the poets describe. Read. Sada Sharada Shanmriganka Yadisyuhu Samudyanta eva sthitaschet samantat Sada Purna Bimbah Kalankaischa Hinaha Tadatvan Mukhanam Bruveskanda Samyam. Okay. Tadatvan Mukhanam He Skanda Samyam Bruve. Samyam Bruve. I can think of some simile. Then, next one. Spuranmandahasaihi. 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 Sahamsani chanchat. Sahamsani chanchat. Sahamsani chanchat. Katakshavali bhringa. Katakshavali bhringa. Katakshavali bhringa. Sanghojvalani. Sanghojvalani.
Sanghojvalani.
Sudhasyandi bimbadharani shasuno. Sudhasyandi bimbadharani shasuno. Sudhasyandi bimbadharani shasuno. Tavalokaye shanmukhamboruhani. Tavalokaye shanmukhamboruhani. Tavalokaye shanmukhamboruhani. So he was describing the beauty of the faces in a highly poetic way in the previous verse. So in this verse he says Mukhambhoruha. Ambhoruha refers to lotus. Okay. Shanmukhambhoruhani. Okay. Spuran mandahasaihi. Sahamsani. So from Chanchat till the end of the second pada, it is one word. Chanchat Katakshavali Bhringa Sanghojvalani. So strictly speaking, one should not give a pause, a long pause, because there is no word ending there at the end of the first pada. Therefore, one has to say Puranmandahasi Sahamsani Chanchat Katakshavali Bhringa Sanghojvalani. That is all one has to say. Then Then what is that? Sudhasyandi bimba dharani shasuno tavalokaye shanmukhambho ruhani. So the Kriyapada is alokaye. I think there is one Krishna song, alokaye sakhi. Some song is there. Vrishabhanu Nandini. So alokaye means I see. Tava shanmukhambho ruhani aham alokaye. So I see those 6 lotus faces. Mukha ambhoruhani, mukhambhoruhani. Tavalokaye shanmukhambhoruhani. So since the Śaṅkaracharya, both Shivananda Hari as well as here, so this, even in Ganesha-Bhujanga we saw a lot of poetic beauty, the poetic fancies are introduced. So here he says, Sahamsani. So what does this phrase mean? Hamsena saha vartante. Right? Hamsena saha vartante iti sahamsani. Right? Sahamsani mukhambhoruhani. So katham sahamsani. So lotus is usually available in a pond. And when there are a lot of lotuses, also swans are available there. So he wanted to bring that poetic aspect here, that description. So sahamsani, he says. Sahamsani ambhoruhani. Okay. So sahamsani ambhoruhani, this is mukhambhoruha. So therefore we have to connect this sahamsatvam with the mukha. Hamsa is a pakshi which is white in color, okay, which has that hue, white color. So how do we connect it with face? So this is something which most of us have noticed. Okay? If the person is very happy and his face is smiling, then the hue will be different. On the other hand, if this person is very furious, then the face will turn red. Understand? So the red hue will start glowing. So poets always use this. So this dhavalakaratva. Dhavala means white. So this hasa is generally described with the dhavala color. So sahamsani. Kena sahamsani? Spuran mandahasaihi. Mandahasaihi sahamsani mukhambhoruhani. Means, so this mandahasa is in mukha, and sahamsatvam for the mukhambhoruha. So since he is equating that, so he is just saying sahamsani katham sphuran mandahasaihi. So this mandahasa brings in the hue of white color in you, in the face, and therefore sahamsani va. So this hetau tritiya, or so we can just use itham bhuta lakshane tritiya. Puran mandahasai sahamsani over one description. Then chanchat katakshavali bhringa sanghojvalani. Bhringa sangha. Understand? What is bhringa sangha? See, the swarms of honey bee. Okay, bhringa sangha. This is bhringa sangha. How does he bring in with the lotus? So his face is lotus. Understand? So around the lotus, the bhringas will be hovering. right? Bhringas will be hovering around the lotus. So now he says this bhringa is always dark in color. Bhringa. We have this description, no? The Kanakadhala Stotra also. Bhringa, Bhringam, Angam, Hare. So there is a lot of description of Bhringa. This Bhringa, that dark, what is it called? Black portion in the eye. Huh? Pupil. Okay. The pupil is dark in color. So that is the Bhringa here. Now he has 6 faces. So we have 12 Bhringas. So Bhringa Sangha. So this Bhringa Sangha, they are just moving here and there. Okay. So maybe one fellow is here, so that will look there. Another fellow is here, so another face can look. So this Bhringa Sangha, so there is movement of the Bhringas. This is just this Katakshavali. Katakshasya avalihi, Katakshavali. Chanchat means something which is moving here and there. See, Chanchat Katakshavali Bhringa Sangho Ujvalani. Tena Ujvalani. Ujvalani here means it is all the more beautiful, shining. Okay. All the more splendid to look. So Katakshavali Bhringa. So we have to understand this Katakshavali hi eva Bhringani. Okay. So that is Bhringa Sangha. Katakshavali Bhringa Sangho Ujvalani. So once you have lotus, so several lotuses, honey bees will be moving around. So that is how one has to visualize. So Spuran Mandahasihi Sahamsani, one aspect. Then Chanchat Katakshavali Bhringa Sanghojvalani. Then he says Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani. So that is another description. Then Ishasuno. Ishasuno, son of Parameshwara. Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani. Syandi means that which is flowing. Okay. Sudha Syandate. Sudha means nectar. Okay. Sudha means nectar. There are different meanings for the word Sudha. Even the rays of the moon, okay, is nectar like. Therefore, moon is also called Sudhamshu. Okay. Sudhamshu. Sudhamshu means. So, Sudha is something which is very attractive. Okay. The moon's rays are very attractive. The one which possesses very attractive rays. It is nectar like means. So, Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani. So, Bimba iva adharani, Bimbadharani. This Bimba normally we understand as, what do you understand? Bimba, Chandra Bimba, Surya Bimba, Pratibimba.
Shadow.
So, this Pratibimba means a reflection. Okay. Now, there is a Bimba, Tasya Pratirupam. Therefore, it is Pratibimba. So, the reflected image is called Pratibimba. So, there is an image which is called Bimba. So, when you say Chandra Bimba, Surya Bimba, it refers to the object, round object. Okay. So, this here, that is not the sense in which the word Bimba can be used. So, here Bimba refers to a kind of a fruit, red fruit. It is called Bimba Phala. Okay. So, very, very attractive red. So, here he says Bimbadhara. So, the Adhara, the lips, the lower lips are just like that Bimba Phala. Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani. That Bimbadharani, so that fruit also is described to be very, very shining. Okay. And So nowadays people put some shining thing on the lips to make it shine. Sometimes they put the color and then they put that. Sometimes without that they put whatever it is. So it is originally, naturally, that Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani Ishasuno. See, there are some people who I have seen. Flight itself they will put 2-3 times. Maybe it becomes dry, I don't know. Whatever reason they put. Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani Ishasuno. So, hey Ishasuno. So, this face is now equated with Ambhoruhani, and with Ambhoruha, whatever is connected. You understand? So, he is just trying to bring that. Dharani Shasuno Tavalokaye Shanmukhamboruhani. So, Shanmukhamboruhani Tava Alokaye. Read. Puranmandaha Saisahamsani Chanchat Katakshavali Bhringa Sankhojvalani Sudhasyandi Bimbadharani Shasuno Tavalokaye Shanmukhamboruhani Vishaleshu Karnanta Dirgheshvajasram
Vishaleshu Karnanta Dirgheshvajasram
Vishaleshu Karnanta Dirgheshvajasram Dayasyandishu Dvadashasvikṣaneshu Mayeshat Katakshaha Sakritpatitaschet Bhavette dayashila Kanamahanihi bhavet. Kanamahani. Nama here doesn't mean, this is a phrase which is used. Okay. So Tavakin Nama, it is not like that. Okay. Tava Kanamahanihi bhavet. What is it that you will be losing? He says it is a emphasized way of asking. So he says Vishaleshu. Description of the eyes now. Vishaleshu. Vishala means something which is quite wide. Vishaleshu. And he wanted to further describe it. Karnanta dirgheshu. Karnanta dirgheshu. It is as if it is reaching the ears. Vishaleshu Karnanta dirgheshu. Then Ajasram dayasyandishu. Ajasram means perennially. Okay. Ajasram dayasyandishu. Dayam syandate means the compassion is flowing. The compassion is flowing from the eyes. In fact, the eyes reveal everything, right? So whether you are compassionate, whether you have loving, affectionate look, see whether you have dvesha, whether you have suspicion. So all of them will be revealed by the eyes. So here, dayasyandishu, I can see from your eyes. So compassion is flowing out. Dayasyandishu. People have only two. You have 12 of them. See, Dvadashasu Ikshaneshu. So, Dayasyandishu Dvadashasu Ikshaneshu. And you can't say it is small, it is all quite large. And it is there. Okay. So, Vishaleshu Karnanta Dirgheshvajasram Dayasyandishu. For some people, sometimes Daya may be there. So for you, Ajasram it is there. Dayasyandishu Dvadashasvikshaneshu. Now he says, so this is abundant. The number of eyes are more. It is perennially pouring out compassion. So then he says, Mayi Ishat Katakshaha, Mayi in upon me. Ishat Katakshaha. See, small side glance. See, why not? Why not this happens? Okay, Mayi Ishat Katakshaha Sakritpatitasched. I am not asking you many times, only once. Mayi Ishat Katakshaha. Sakrit means once. Sakritpatitasched. If it were to be, then what is it that you are going to lose? Bhavet te dayashila. He dayashila. So, he dayashila. Tava kanamahanihi bhavet. What is it that you are going to lose? So, that is how he pleads with Subrahmanya. So, may your eye glances fall upon me. So this is the way these poets describe. Ishat Katakshaha. My Ishat Katakshas. See, we have seen. Ishat Kataksha also important. Even today we can see some fellows who have some position. So they will not even see. They will just go as if we are not available in front of them. Okay. So that is why we say. There is some strategy which they adopt. Okay. So of course I can see easily 180 degrees, even 240 degrees it can see. But they will move as if. So that Kataksha should not fall on this fellow. So Mayi Ishat Katakshas Sakrit Pahatitasched. See, this is a very sad thing today. See, what is important is contact of eyes. Eyes with eyes, not other parts. Understand? See, this is what is very important. So this eye contact is gone now. The only eye contact is with mobile. So sometimes it becomes difficult. So when they walk in the corridor, they may hit. So Mayi Ishat, no eye contact. Mayi Ishat Katakshas Sakritpatitasched Bhavete Dayashila Kanamahani. Tava Kanamahanir Bhavet. Kinnam Edam Rupam. So this is, suppose Kinnam Edam Rupam. Suppose somebody comes dressed in a way. Kinnam Edam Rupam. So this is how it is. Read. Vishaleshu karnantadirgheshvajasram Dayasyandishu dvadashasvikshaneshu dvadashasu ikshaneshu. Ikshanam. So ikshanam can refer to the act of seeing also. But here, ikshanam refers to the eyes themselves. Okay. Ikshanam. So, yena ikshanam bhavati tadikshanam. So, yena ikshanam. This is karana vitpatti. Dayasyandishu dvadashasvikshaneshu Mayi Ishat Katakshas Sakritpatitasched. Patitaha. See, patitaha means cast upon. patita. This patita is generally used to refer to someone who has been pushed down. See, aham patitaha. See, patitaha means, so I have been made to fall. Here it is not used in that negative sense. Okay? Mayi patitaha, mayi shat katakshas sakrit patitaschet bhavete dayashila kanamahani. Okay? These normal people, I said, no, they will feel some hani will happen if they see you. Okay? So keeping that in mind, Bhagavatpada says, you are a dayashila, unlike these people with power. Okay? So you are anyway dayashila. What is it that you are going to lose? Okay, read. Veshu karnanta dirgheshvajasram dayasyandishu dvadashasvikshaneshu mayi shatkatakshas sakratpatitaschet bhavete dayashila kanamahani. Sometimes I also use this in the class. So these fellows, some fellows, okay, small fraction of the class, they do not want to listen to the lecture. Then I have to ask, Kanamahani, what are you going to lose? See, as if they have so many things to do. They don't want to engage themselves with what is happening in the class. Then sometimes you may have to ask, hey, Kanamahani Bhavet, may you pay some attention. Bhavete dayashila kanamahani. See, there is nothing which is lost by gaining something which we do not know. See, that somehow doesn't get into the minds of people when they are supposed to learn what to do. Of course, one is supposed to learn throughout the life. There is a different thing that will keep the mind agile. But learning something new which you do not know, so that should be there. So just reading book, etc., for just time pass is not something. Nothing is learned there. You learn some verse, you learn some new thing, you try to memorize, you engage. So these are very important things. Okay, so we'll stop here. Om Sarve Pasikhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.